Boston.
It's us, you children talking.
And we want you to know that we're worried about the climate crisis we're growing up in the middle of. We're worried about hurricanes, floods, fires, and even the air we breathe.
We're very worried about our future.
We're asking you to support the City of Boston's Climate Action Plan, especially BERDO, an ordinance aimed at buildings, our biggest polluters.
We're going to finally create the blueprint or the green print for Boston to become an international leader in greenhouse gas reduction.
Here's what we learned from science and moms like these.
70% of all greenhouse gas emissions in Boston come from the buildings we live and work in.
And the worst, just 3% of our buildings create about half of all the greenhouse gases in our city.
Imagine how much healthier our cities would be if all our buildings were energy efficient and didn't rely on fossil fuels to generate heat and electricity. It's not a pipe dream.
So, here's what we're asking.
Keep learning what you can do at home.
That includes making energy-efficient choices.
Ideally using electricity, which can be powered by green energy like wind and solar. And please call the mayor and your city councilors to let them know we need the same actions from our buildings.
Let them know you support Boston's Climate Action Plan.
It's never been more important.
Perhaps the greatest perspective I received came on September 9th of 2020 when I became a parent. And this ordinance is not only important to me as a leader in this city, as a colleague of all of you, but I'm doing this for Margot. And I'm doing this for Benjamin and Maxine and Stephen and Caroline and Cass and Blaze and Aiden and Alexander and Patrick and Michael and Elizabeth and Jack and Douglas and Charlie and Caden and Samir and Annalise. We're gonna get this done, folks.
Thank you. We're just kids. We can't do it without you.